EFCC is going to be scrapped. Wow. This is really surprising because if they say EFCC is not constitutional, like the EFCC is not supposed to be an agency, an anti-graft agency, and they said, and some other agencies that came up later or before even EFCC, that the reason why EFCC was set up was it was set up as a panel to look into people who move money out of Nigeria and inside Nigeria. And then some states came together, the ex-governors and some even attorneys of their states, they went to court with the EFCC that they should scrap EFCC, that EFCC has no right to tell people the amount of money they are moving in and out. That like Kogi State, that is one of the people that took EFCC to court. They said that there's this program they are doing in Kogi State where it enables them move money to give to the indigent people, that they do it monthly, that with what EFCC is trying to do to cut down on how much states are able to withdraw, that is going to tamper on that, because that is helping to alleviate poverty in Kogi State. That's because it was Kogi State that spoke about their own. That why would they be cutting down on states? Like, states have programs they do. Why should they cut down on it? In all of this, in as much as EFCC is trying to curtail expenses and all of those things, have you guys noticed that even with our banking system, we the ordinary Nigerians, the banking system has become so bad that they will tell you the highest you can do transaction is maybe 2 million or 500,000, depending on the kind of accounts you have with the bank. Just recently, we had a lot of glitches in different banks, and they didn't come out to even apologize. I think they will just do one scanty apology after they have started. I feel that before you go for a system upgrade, tell people that, okay, for 2 weeks we are not going to be available. Not to tell people that you're not going to be available for 3 days, and then it goes into 2 weeks to 3 weeks, and people need these monies to do something. Look at what happened with Zenith Bank. Zenith Bank, till now, they're still trying to get their act right. Look at what happened to GTB. Do you understand? It doesn't make sense, because this whole thing is still, boils down to what the kind of policies EFCC is bringing on. Now, if maybe all these NGOs that used to send monies to the people they are supporting, maybe foreign NGOs send money to people they are supporting in Nigeria, they will trap the money and start questioning, where is this money coming from? I'm not saying it's wrong for them to, but the way they go about it, there's something they call SCUM that you must have before you have an NGO account, before you register your NGO, before you open all of those things is so many things to do. A lot of people have NGOs not because they want to use it for money laundering. They are genuine people. But when you begin to put so many stringent, policies on a particular thing, it defeats it. Which word should I use? It doesn't make or add up to whatever those people are trying to do. The reason for NGOs is to alleviate poverty, to help people find their purpose and strive. So we feel that, in as much as I feel deeply that if they do this scrapping EFCC, I have so many people I know closely that work with EFCC. The moment they scrap this thing, is going to bring a lot of unemployment. So as much as EFCC, you see, to me, I feel that EFCC caused this for themselves. You are an anti-graft agency and you have been doing your job. Why not do your job? Why do you become so personal with people, breaking into people's houses illegally? I mentioned that in yesterday's video. They constitute nuisance, arresting people that have done nothing. Then they allow the ones that have done something to move freely. Then they say they have something that has to do with cyber crime. And then the cyber crime, people are still hacking people's accounts. People are still stealing from people. Those are the people you should go for, not people who are just driving normally on the road, or maybe government account. I know, yes, a lot of government embezzle money, but there are ways to checkmate those things. Not necessarily going to the banks to say you cannot withdraw certain amount. Now the lawyers have taken them to court, and they are asking Tinubu to ensure that this sees the light of day. Like, even when the House, the Senate had gone into it and it passes through all the readings and whatever, that the court should please. So they have adjourned the sitting to the next court day that they have said they should come. They struck out, I think, 2 or 3 states that didn't have any need being on the suit. So it's a suit that is filed by so many people. They said it was Kano Agabi that adopted that many years ago, and it was supposed to be an anti-graft agency, maybe like Oputa panel. It was not supposed to now be an establishment where people become a job, where people will be going to every day. That's what it's supposed to be, and it's not constitutional. So you see, anything that they say is not constitutional, it means that a lot of people will lose their jobs. So guys, let's know on the comment section what's your thought, because I feel my own case is that I'm on two sides. What EFCC does recently is wrong, but then again, the people who are working for EFCC will lose their job, and they already, you know how things are in the country. If they lose their job, people who are used to collecting fat salary losing their job, you already know what that will mean. Some of them have not built their houses, some of them have not bought houses, they are renting, and the money they are renting, some of them, their houses are being rented for 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, 5 million. So with that kind of thing that is happening, imagine what is going to happen to them. And this is why I used to tell people, whatever money you earn, try to always save. Try to, like, especially when you are earning that much, try to save, try to do a business on the side. Recently, a lot of people were retrenched from CBN. It was a massive retrenchment, like it was bad. People whose children are outside the country, they could comfortably pay their fees. They could no longer afford that, because the luxury life they had, they were not able to do that. So they now, all those big bosses started calling their junior staff, people were under them, to say, please, can you give us money? Can you do this? And once they retrench them like that, I don't think, because it is difficult for government to retrench. Government don't retrench, as in they hardly do. But for them to do that, if they don't pay them their entitlement on time, they are going to face a lot of hardship, because they are used to the big life. So even if you are working with CBN, have a business by the side. Go into farming. I tell people that irrigation farming is very important. Go into irrigation farming. That's going to help you a whole lot. It's going to help you a whole lot. Instead of just sitting down, collecting fat salary and spending it and squandering it, it's good to send your children to good schools. But we have good schools in Nigeria also that don't go on strike. Why not send them here, so that a lot of people, even in Nigeria, had pulled their kids from Nile University. Some have pulled their kids from this other university, the one university that is owned by the running Peter Obi's running mate. A lot of people had to pull their children, because professional courses actually cost more than the regular courses. So people are pulling their children from private universities and sending them to regular universities, or maybe to universities that are quite affordable. They will get a transcript. Like now, a child who is in law 400 level, pulling out of his school because they cannot pay fees for that fourth year and the fifth year, because law is 5 years, you understand. So with all of that, you already know that there's a lot going on in the system. So now the EFCC is about to be scrapped. I don't know if that would really see the light of day, but with the way it's going, it might. Because if they say it's unconstitutional and already EFCC is causing more pain to the people, I tell you for free, it might go into something that will not be able to withstand. So it's just my own advice. I don't know what your thoughts are on the comments. Just let me know. Just drop your thoughts on the comment. Do you think it is very important for EFCC to be scrapped? And please give us your reasons. And do you think EFCC shouldn't be scrapped? Also give us your reasons. And also let us know what will happen to the people if you are for them to scrap. What will happen to the people who are working in EFCC? And if you want them to not scrap it, what will EFCC do better? Because as an anti-graft agency, you are supposed to at least do better. Because if they remove EFCC, they might likely remove ICPC, because most of these agencies were talked about that it is not just EFCC, but some other anti-graft agencies. So it means that the police will still go back to doing their job. But the thing, it pains me, honestly, I'm not a police officer, but it's not nice that police officers are collecting peanuts while the agency that was brought out of the police is earning so much. One person's salary can pay 10 police officers. It doesn't make sense. Excuse me. The police people go out there, they risk their lives, to do all of these jobs. They should be paid well. I think if the police is paid well, the way they treat citizens will also change. That's my opinion. And another people that I feel they should pay well are doctors and nurses, teachers, and lawyers. They should pay these people, because these people kind of do humanity jobs. They should pay them handsomely. They should pay them well, very, very well. That's my take. I don't know what your opinion is. As we come here, we analyze and we say our opinions. Let's hear your own opinion also. That is why it's an open floor, and the comment section is always available for you to drop your opinion. Thank you guys for watching our videos. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing. We don't take it for granted. I would definitely see you guys in our next one. Until then, keep being amazing and stay out of trouble. Bye, guys.